So you think you got a lot to say? Well, I think you better clear the space. When it comes to movies, I got the better taste. No one knows what you're talking about anyway.
Hi, this is Tyler. Welcome to another Anyway with Sam and Tyler. This is Tyler.
This is Sam.
And
Still.
yeah, and anyway, we're going to be talking about a show that just ended and something I can't stop thinking about. Sam, I know you probably hated it, but we're going to be talking about Loki today. So spoiler alert, if you haven't watched it yet, get Disney Plus, I guess, or find your favorite torrent apparatus of choice. I stole that from Ben.
Don't
Ben says
condone that.
apparatus. Yeah, right. Yeah. You wouldn't steal. You know what? You wouldn't steal a car, okay? And you. Yeah.
Those commercials were scary. Okay, they did something to me. Okay, I don't. Anyway.
Oh man. But yeah. Anyway. Sam, you start this off.
You started it, all right. You started it. But I'll continue it. How about that? So yes, we're talking about Loki. We're talking about episodes 1 through 6 of Loki. On Disney Plus. Tyler, are we getting a making of series or episode?
I believe we are going to always get a making of series. I think that's just something that they're just going to. Yeah, me too. I'm actually really excited. So that hasn't come out quite yet, but I think this episode should be coming out. Yeah, I think this should be coming out either the day of the day of the making of episode. So yeah, maybe we'll do a follow-up bonus episode.
Okay. Because we love talking about Loki, right?
Yeah, and we love talking, you and I.
Yes, of course, yes. Okay, let's start off, Tyler. Let's start off with first reactions of the season as a whole, or the series as a whole.
This is my least favorite. However, it has some of my favorite moments. Though, it's my least favorite of the three of WandaVision, Falcon and Winter Soldier, and this show. There are still things that are not explained that I was. If you watched any of our Marvel talkbacks on Twitch, we talked about this at length. There were a few things that still bother me in the show, especially one episode being not great, and 1/6 of the show is not good, which is a pretty big deal. And also, there are things that weren't explained or that just bother me till the end and with still no explanations whatsoever. Like, where did those bomb things go in episode 2 when they were all transported? There was like 40 of them? And nothing. We got nothing about it. And so, but it has, again, a couple of my favorite moments, especially like with Loki having more character development and whatnot. And I actually really love Sylvie, but I as a whole, my reactions are I would give this a 7 out of 10, where WandaVision is a 9 out of 10, Falcon and the Winter Soldier is an 8 out of 10. So
wow.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm sorry, you would give this a what out of 10?
7. 6 or 7.
Wow.
Maybe, you know what? Maybe a 6.5. Because again, there's so many things they set up and they didn't do anything with. And like the ending, yeah, it makes a lot of sense, but it still doesn't explain all the plot holes from beforehand. And this only being 6 episodes, it's really weird that there are so many plot holes in 6 episodes. What is that? What does that mean? What's that?
I disagree, but it's okay.
That's fine. Sam, it is now your time to shine. Oh, you're blocking me. I get it. I was like, what are you doing? Okay.
Yeah,
Sam, what did you think of Loki?
Oh, good. I'm so glad you asked. Wow. Amazing. I did not prepare for this at all. No, I really think that it's a great time to be a Marvel fan. I know that sounds so like, but it really is a great time to be a Marvel fan right now with, a lot of people still being kind of stuck at home, unsure about going out. Having like Black Widow, like having a thing like Disney Plus come out, like I think is really awesome. Even during 2020 when we had 0 new things coming out, I think it was still great to have access to Disney Plus. I know not everybody did, but if you had access to Disney Plus and you were a Marvel fan or you have the DVDs, like it's nice to sit down and watch like all the movie marathon. Like so many people reached out to me about like oh, we're doing a movie marathon with my family
Hmm.
because they haven't seen all of them, and like taking the time to enjoy it. And now like they're
I mean, you did your
they
own
just were like
marathon.
preparing-
We did our own marathon. I think we did
exactly, and
two
we've seen them.
marathons
Yeah,
actually, if I remember correctly. I think we
right.
what
Yeah, I did too. I did too as well.
we're dorks.
You know, and it's great because then now I know people that were watching all the movies because they wanted to watch WandaVision,
Mm,
but they got into it because of WandaVision. So, like I said, it's just a great time to be a Marvel fan or even a new Marvel fan.
yeah,
Um,
or a DC fan.
oh, what?
No, I'm just kidding.
I didn't hear you. It's fine.
It's that or a DC fan.
Um, you have hours of content. You're a DC fan, so yeah, that's I guess if you think more
Wow.
is more, definitely.
God.
Yeah. Anyway,
Anyway,
I think WandaVision was obviously spectacular for its own reasons. Um, Captain America, Falcon and the Winter Soldier was amazing for its own reasons. But
hmm
I think this one was also amazing for. I think I don't really think they're comparable. You know, I will
yeah.
say I was least excited for this one because I wasn't exactly sure. I felt like we had explored the character of Loki,
It's a
but we hadn't
lot.
explored like Falcon going into Captain America or Wanda. So I feel like our expectations maybe were a little bit different. And I feel like we didn't really learn a ton about Loki himself. We learned more about like time travel and multiverse and stuff like that, you know. But Loki as a character, sure he changed, but it was with all information that we already knew, you know. Um and I guess it was more like Loki discovering Loki, like him finding himself, him like accepting himself via like Sylvie and maybe a couple of the other Lokis that we see later, like classic Loki. And I think it was more about that, you know,
And
than it
finding
was
a little
anything else.
alligator
But
part of him.
yes, oh, absolutely. He's like, wow,
his little piece of alligator.
I need to moisturize. So, I really liked it. Time travel has never been my favorite like trope, but this like with Endgame, the Endgame situation, like I loved Endgame and their use of time travel. And this just kind of furthered that along. So we got like a brief glimpse of what this is, and then now we got this whole like network of like what's really happening, right? Or so we think, right? So I enjoyed it. I also love Miss Minutes.
Oh my god. Um, no, yeah, I don't dislike this show. I just think that maybe the bar was too high, but like I don't know. WandaVision and Falcon and the Winter Soldier are just both good. They don't have bad episodes. They're all they all deal with their stories very well. Like WandaVision's story about grief and everything is so captivating and new and fresh. Loki was kind of like a little bit of Twilight Zone, Doctor Who, and I don't know, a lot of sci-fi. Basically, just a lot of stuff smashed together that was kind of familiar, and so for them to kind of be off on an entire episode, like, it really dings at major points for me. I think episode 3 alone is the only reason why it would not be higher than an 8 for me. And then it's just like little things like plot holes and I don't know, maybe just a couple of other things that kind of just irked me about it. Again, I loved it. Like Richard E. Grant is easily my favorite part.
Amazing.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, besides the ending,
Mhm.
where I would say, whatever you want to call him, whatever name you want to give him. I know there's like what was like in not Infinity. What's his name? Like in Infinimus or something like that. Wait a minute. Let's see. Wait, Kang. Other names. What's his
Oh,
name?
Immortus.
Immortus. There you go. God, I'm an idiot. I don't
Oh,
know. I don't know if it was Immort. Yeah, I guess we can call him Immortus. But like one thing I love that actor. I loved Lovecraft County. He is unbelievable, but his performance in this was fantastic. Like honestly, I think
yes.
he really, really made this show. Like I hate to say this, I think he made this show so special. Like it was really good and cool before. He made it special. His performance was great. Everything about that entire scene was unbelievable. I loved it so much. So, yeah.
Yeah. I think this was definitely the best of the finales, even though it wasn't super action packed.
No,
It
yeah.
was kind of eerie though. Like at the end, it was just so eerie. And it did remind me a lot of Twilight Zone, just the way it kind of ended. And so I think it just shows that like I don't know, you don't need to have like the action and stuff like that. Like it's
Yeah.
more about mystery. Like this wasn't that kind of show, right?
Yep.
Um like Falcon and the Winter Soldier, like there was obviously more fighting in that. I will say though that the best fight sequence, in my opinion, of this entire show was that fight between Sylvie and Loki at the very end, the
hmm
King's like office or whatever. I think that was like the best, and it's very brief, but I thought it was like the
Yeah.
best like
It was
choreographed fight.
really well done. Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
amazingly
It's like
paced
we
too, where you
didn't
can kind
want
of
like sorry, like we didn't want like a big fight sequence. Like I didn't want that. Like I wanted to find out who the hell was at the end of this thing, you know, and we did, and we found out like I thought in a really cool and cleverly crafted way, because he's
hmm
like the next big bad, you know, and it's a big deal.
Yeah.
Kevin Feige did say that this was going to have like the biggest bearing on the MCU.
hmm
So
Well,
I
especially
think
since it sets up now Kang gonna be in Quantumanium,
right.
Ant-Man 3, and I'm so excited to see more of him. Like I hope we see him in Doctor Strange. I highly doubt we will. I think they casted him for Ant-Man and Quantumanium for a reason. So like it's gonna be a while, but we're finally gonna see Kang the Conqueror. Well, also, actually, now that I think about it, they just said he's Kang the Conqueror. We don't know if another variant is gonna pop up in Doctor Strange 2, Spider-Man, or or Deadpool 4, 3, Deadpool 3. Just kidding. By the way, did you see the Deadpool and Korg thing? Oh my
Yes, I
god, that was
did. It was
amazing.
genius.
I hope that's the way Deadpool makes it to the MCU,
Yeah,
just from that stupid YouTube video. And they're like, yeah,
yeah.
now he's in the MCU, and like no other explanation. Just be like, how did you get here? Where did you come from? He's like, oh, a stupid YouTube video with Korg. Have you met that douchebag? That'd be amazing. I would be so happy with that as the introduction, and everyone would be like, what the fuck is he talking about? Like YouTube. What the
See, I
hell is YouTube?
would love a team up of Deadpool, Korg, and Meek. Like I would love that. It's like that be the movie, you know?
That would
Like
be fantastic. Howard the Duck too. Honestly, I would actually rather Howard the Duck Deadpool movie. In all
really,
honesty, oh god, yeah. How having
and not all of it.
yeah, like I mean, Howard the Duck is so weird and strange, and just that, and like that would be like his major introduction. Like I know he had him in Guardians 1, 2, and in Endgame, he's like in there for like you get to see him a little bit
Yes,
in running in, but like
he's there.
Howard the Duck is so messed up and so stupid that like I think a Deadpool and him like basically X-Men movies were very grounded, minus the last Dark Phoenix piece of shit movie. But like that'll be hilarious to actually him be like, "Oh, I'm in the MCU," and they're like, "Cool, we're sending you to space." And then he just teams up with Howard the Duck in space, and he's just like, "I don't know what to do. We didn't have the budget for this." Like over at Fox, like I think that like I think it's open for a lot of meta humor to put him in space.
Yes. Yeah.
So, but
Yeah.
anyways, we're talking about Loki today. Anyway.
Whoa. Was that Green Lantern?
Oh, DC would totally let them do that after everything else that happened to Deadpool 2. They'd be like, you know what? Keep insulting it. We don't care. I
Like
would
maybe
hope.
people would go watch the movie now.
Yeah, right. I can't wait for the
Yeah.
Green Lantern show, though. The show is going to be so good. But yeah. Anyway,
Hey, we're talking about Loki today.
what about
So,
Loki, the other show?
of all of like maybe the new characters or some of the old characters, who was your favorite character you would say of the series?
Oh, I mean, Immortus now, especially. But other than that, I like Morbius. I really like B-15 a lot. The other thing is like I really love villains, and Immortus isn't a villain. He really was like basically a bureaucratic peacekeeper. It was weird. Like he was like this really weird in this weird position where he's not really a villain. He does shady stuff, but like holy crap, everything is balanced and things are not chaotic.
Right.
And so it's a really
And he
weird
calls himself
thing.
a villain.
Yeah. I think he was doing that also to mess with the Lokis. I think a lot of it was just to mess with him too, to trigger him because I think he kind of wanted to die. I mean, he was by himself. He's going crazy. Obviously, he's crazy. He
Yeah.
probably was just like, I'm tired. I mean, he told him, "It's like, please take over. Like, it's fine, take over. I don't care." Um, and
It was
so
very Willy Wonka to me. Like, if
Yes.
that makes sense.
That was
Yeah.
a very Willy Wonka scene. I loved it.
So weird, yeah. And,
Um,
like, kinda scary. And
I
he had
would
a
say,
purple jacket on.
yeah. I would say Immortus. I love B-15. I love how she turns and like and everything. But I also love villains, and I really love Ravana. Um, so like Ravana. What is it?
Vona, yeah.
Ravona. Yeah. Sorry. I just watched. I don't know if you've ever seen this show on HBO. Probably not. It's called Generation. It's with Justice Smith, and it's fantastic. It's. I love the show. I just watched like all of it yesterday, so I've actually quasi forgotten a lot of Loki. So I apologize for forgetting everybody's names and all the details. I just ingested the last 8 episodes of Generation, and if you haven't watched it yet, it's fantastic. Really well done.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about, Ravonna Renslayer. Like, I'm not, like, with like, I think the actress was a great like, she did a great job. It
Yeah.
was just the last episode for me. I was kind of like, "Okay, I don't really know where she stands now." So, like, her and Mobius have that fight, right? The physical fight,
Yeah.
and,
Well,
like,
kind of.
she decides not to
She
turn
just
him again.
she just blocked him and grabbed the stick. But yeah,
It was really, really weak. Yeah, so weak. But, like, what do you expect, you know?
he's old. Yeah.
Um So, she goes out and she's like, "I'm going in." Like, "Where are you going? Where will you go?" And she's like, I'm gonna go search for free will." And it's like, okay, well, like, what does that mean though? Like,
She just said only one
mm,
person has free will, so she's in search of free will. So
she's looking for somebody that is
she's
dead now.
no, she's looking for Kang.
Right.
Miss Minutes gave her all the information. He knew what was going to happen relatively. So he sent Miss Minutes to give her the coordinates because she had the information to go to Kang, the Conqueror,
Right.
and what happened at the end. So that's where she went. We'll see
Okay.
her
Well,
in Ant-Man 3.
I'm sure we will.
Mark my words.
Yeah,
Or Loki season 2 now that Loki is going to get a
I
second season.
know, yeah. How did you feel about that reveal?
Um, I think that there was already like rumors and stuff like that this was supposed to be multiple seasons, but I mean, it was cool. I really wanted a post-credit scene, especially after that, but I also think that there was so much reveal and so much impact anyway that maybe it was the better one. Like I liked it. I think they could have found a funnier, better way to do it. Like I think nothing will beat like the Deadpool where it's him doing Ferris Bueller, and then it cuts back to a credit, and then it comes back to him being like, "Oh, and also, by the way, forgot what's his name. It's gonna be in it. Oh my god, why am I forgetting? Why am I forgetting Cyclops and Jean Grey's son? Or what's his? No, wait, is that Jean Grey? I know it's Cyclops' son. What did Thanos play in Deadpool 2? Why am I
Oh
forgetting
yeah,
his
yeah.
name? Oh my
Cable or something.
god,
No,
what? Oh my god, my memory is just
not
so
Cable. What am I thinking?
Cable. It is No, wait,
Is it Cable?
I think so.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
I don't know. Is it? I've seen that
Yeah,
movie
it's
once.
Cable.
Okay.
I've seen it way too many times, and I don't know why. Again, I've not really. Okay, just I'm not cutting this, but hey, but yeah, no. I mean, I think they could have done a better job with it. Like, I don't know, something. I think just a stamp on a folder was just kind of like, oh, that was cool. Somebody did that probably in their apartment and just edited it, and
Might have been a last minute addition though, I don't know.
yeah, that's true. But
I thought it was kind of cool because, like, I don't know, you don't want it to be like cheesy or anything after what we just saw. Like, so to me, I felt like it was appropriate because I did not know what was going to happen. Like I didn't actually know about the rumors about
yeah,
Loki season 2, or I guess pay much attention to them because everyone's like, we want multiple seasons, and I'm kind of like,
I mean,
I don't
but the thing is
know.
that like Marvel have always done the thing at the end of the credits, be like, you will see Thor and then and blank blank. So they could have just done that, where it was like Loki will. Oh yeah, that's where it is. Loki will return in Loki season
Season
2.
2, right? I
Like,
don't know. Like, I'm glad it wasn't just text across the way because to me
but
it was
that
more of like
text is
more of a
iconic
reveal.
though. The
No, it's
text is so.
iconic, but, like, it's a new timeline, dude. Like,
That's true. That's true.
so
They're bettering themselves. But yeah, I think
if I
another
saw
part.
like my brain would have automatically known like they were gonna say that if I saw text just starting to like come up on the screen. You know what I mean? So I was like, oh my god. Oh my god, I can't believe it. So I was really excited.
I mean,
What were you gonna say?
I think it would have been cool to see him like in a prison, or in it saying, or basically, or like he's about Morbius or somebody's about to, or B-15 is about to put him through one of the prison portals, and beforehand they'll be like, "We'll see you next year." Like that would have been cool.
Oh my god. See you in season 2.
I mean, not that on the nose, but I think like that would
Look
have
at
been
the
cool
camera.
too, though. Yeah, yeah. Wink, wink. See you next year. I don't know. I think that would have been
Ooh,
clever and
or
kind
like
of cool.
Miss Minutes could have come up and been like, see you in season 2, y'all. Bye-bye. And then
Yep.
like
She's very self-aware, so
she
she has all
scared the
knowledge.
crap out of me.
Oh my god, when she was just walking in when they go into the mansion, it's
She's like,
craziness.
boom. Hi y'all. I was like, oh my god. Oh my god. I watched it very early in the morning and I almost screamed.
I screamed at midnight when it was fucking Immortus.
Everybody,
I was
everybody.
just like, what the? Oh yeah, no, I scared her. She was like, what the?
Yeah, I did.
What did you do? What
People
happened?
keep
What is
sending
this?
me TikToks. They keep sending me TikToks where it's like, oh, I bet you didn't know this detail in Loki. And I'm like, oh, cool. Like maybe I didn't. And then I start watching the video and it's like, boom, hi y'all. And I'm like, oh god, screw you, Miss Minutes. Screw you, Miss Minutes.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait for more Tara Strong in the MCU. So that's cool.
Yes. Yeah.
Did you hear that about the news, or not the news, but like they confirmed that the noise of Froki was, or sorry,
Oh, Throg.
yeah, what?
Throg. Yeah.
Yeah, Throg. That
It's Chris.
Throg was actually Chris Hemsworth. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
I saw that. I saw that.
That
No,
makes me so
I was
happy.
talking to a couple of friends about it, and they're like, why would they like go through all of that to just do that little bit of the, it could have been
Oh,
anybody, but
I'm sure it
I
was
mean,
over the
maybe Spock
phone. I'm sure he was on the phone with them. They go, "Can we just get this?" Or he probably has a microphone at home in Audacity or
or
some
like
shit.
it's just kind of like stock, someone go out and find and like match the sounds to
No,
something in an
I think they
interview.
confirmed that he actually just recorded going, "We need you to do huh," and yeah,
My God.
yeah. But like I said, I mean, hell, Isaac Hayes did most of his South Park tenure over the phone. So like, it's not like it doesn't happen, especially nowadays with Skype and Zoom and
True.
what we're using now, which is Discord.
Indeed. Anyway, I think it's great. I think that's so cool of Marvel to do that.
Yeah,
It's absolutely fan service, but I'm here for that one.
yeah.
I was super
We need more Chris
actually we were
Hemsworth in our
together
diet.
yeah. We were together when we saw that and like like we both were like, oh my God. Oh my God.
And you didn't
And then
even,
maybe it
yeah,
was just me.
yeah. And you didn't come over for the last one to watch it with us because we smell funny, and that's okay. That's fine. We
Yeah,
just,
it's true. I'm allergic to you guys. I'm allergic to you guys.
yeah, I don't blame you.
Um,
Checks out.
um, yeah, but okay, so we obviously have talked through episodes 1 through 4 of Loki on our Yakety Yak
Yes.
Yakety Yak Marvel Talk Back.
Yes.
But we haven't really discussed, like you and I both haven't really got the chance to discuss episodes 5 and 6, except I know obviously we started to talk about it. But in episode 5, there was so much in the background that was just like an
Yeah.
Easter egg. Like it was like heaven for like those TikTokers that go through all the Easter eggs.
Oh my god, yeah. Or like yeah, or Screen Rant and a bunch of other places on YouTube that I
Yes.
watch. I loved
My
5.
favorite was definitely Throg by
Yeah.
far.
It was
So
Throg.
great.
I mean, the Thanos copter was my favorite part. I mean, I loved Richard E. Grant. I loved all of them. I mean, I thought everything. I actually thought that was a perfect episode. I didn't
Yes.
see anything wrong with that one episode at all.
I
Mobius
did.
and
Okay.
like,
So I did. It's just it's been bothering me since like basically the whole series. I think there's something up with like it could be like I don't know. So like sorry, I'm like trying to gather my thoughts. Yikes. So Loki and Sylvie, their chemistry is so off to me. They're both great individually. Like
yeah,
especially Tom Hiddleston. I thought he did a phenomenal job in this series. Like I really did. Them together, I felt like there was so much dead space, like dead air with them. like the entire, like, first of all, Lamentus, first of all.
You're like
And then
the one person on the internet to think this. It's crazy.
I don't think that the idea of them being together is like that weird because it's Loki. Of course he's
Yeah.
going to, I really didn't think that that was that weird after I was like realizing like, oh, okay, it's just him basically. Except I guess especially after the last episode they really like hammer this home, Loki cannot be trusted and she cannot trust. So maybe that's why their chemistry was a little awkward.
Yeah.
She can't trust him. He
Yeah.
can't be trusted. It's like a curse.
I mean, I never really wanted them to get together, to be honest. Like, I thought it would be like not
Same,
because
no, same.
like moral or whatever what everybody else is talking about. I don't. They're fictional characters. Who gives a crap? And they're gods. Like, I think I said in a Marvel talkback, I was like, they're gods from Asgard. They probably have fucked
Right.
every single walking thing. So like, who cares? And so, but like my issue is, yeah, like I don't know, like maybe a little too shoehorned, or maybe I mean she's just so hateful, and he is so trying to figure himself out. But I guess also opposites attract and everything like that. So it's like so it's just two different places of life in dependency and stuff. And so, I mean, I kind of like the fact that he likes her more than she liked him. Maybe it seems like, um, so I liked that, and I thought that worked really well together. And like I mean, that scene of him just like the camera panning in and looking at him as he's just like defeated and one thing scared, upset, and but heartbroken mostly. Love that scene. I thought that scene was unbelievable, and I thought the fight was great. But yeah, I just like I was like I don't know if I really want them together. Like maybe.
Right.
But I think it was perfect because she broke his heart and they'll never get together now. At least I hope so. Like I think that would be. I mean, she did the ultimate messed up thing. Like legitimately, not saying that. Not saying like she did like the most messed up thing. I don't think anybody else's problems can ever compare to her destroying the timeline. Everything is messed up. Loki's in a place where he knows nobody has no control over anything. She literally messed
Madness.
him up like infinitely.
Right.
That
He was so close to like he finally was like, I don't care about the throne. Like this was like the
Yeah.
most human we have ever seen any Loki, right?
Yeah.
So, it
And
was
she
really
fucked up
touching.
time and
and I was
space to him. Just kidding.
right, yeah. So
So
we kind of have to wonder now, like in season 2, how is this Loki going to be? Is he
yeah,
going to be like still like, like yearning for her or still trying to do the right thing? Or now is this gonna like reset him to 2012 Loki again,
yeah.
It's like, what's gonna happen?
Episode 5. I thought it was perfect. I thought episode 6 was fantastic. Immortus was great. I didn't expect any of it, in all honesty.
Really?
Did you? I mean, okay. I thought it would
Yes.
be Kang, but after WandaVision and also Falcon and the Winter
Yes.
Soldier, I was like, anything that I think it's going to be, it's not going to be. And this is the first time where it actually was. So, like, again, I thought it would, but I was like, there's no way. And so, what I
To me, it was
expected
like
was
on the
something
realm of
else.
possibilities.
I thought that Marvel just like kept wanting to fuck with us, so I didn't think it was a possibility. I think that they wanted us to think it really hard, and then they were gonna mess with us. Like I literally, I think I even told you. I actually thought it was going to be an old Morbius, like because in the comics, the one that they find at the end of the timeline was the last TVA agent who was there. And so I just thought, oh, that's probably gonna be Morbius, like to really fuck with Loki and not Sylvie, because she
Yeah.
didn't care about Morbius at all, really. I mean, she spent a car ride with him, but like Loki, like yeah, they would fight. Like I figured that they would fight at the end, but I think that was set up like that the entirety of the show. Like I think that's the only reason why the third episode exists. And so you would be like, they're not gonna fight at the end, but then you're like, but I was like, oh, they're totally gonna fight. Like that whole episode was to bring them together, and we're just gonna see them fight. And I called that. Like I called their fight. I called Loki being like, wait a minute, maybe we shouldn't do this. Morbius is my friend.
Right.
But yeah, I honestly thought that I really thought it was only going to be two different ones. It was going to be a Loki variant, or it was going to be old Morbius. So
Yeah. I thought it might be a Loki variant. Or I mean, you know what? I didn't really think too hard about it. I was just enjoying the show genuinely. So that
wow, we
when
get it.
it
You're better
turned
than
out to
us.
be no, when it turned out to be Kang or whatever, his council, one of the members, I was like, actually did it. Like, yes, they actually did it. And I do remember telling you, I think on one of our Marvel talkbacks, that I was going to be disappointed if it was Kang. Only because
Yeah, but it
everyone was talking about like it's gonna be Kang, it's gonna be Kang. And so it's kind of like when you're not surprised at the end, you're like, oh, okay, you know.
but it wasn't
But I
Kang
think
though.
I like separated myself from it though, of like the possibilities. So then I was like, yes. And then on top of the way he was introduced and his performance and everything, love it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the performance for sure, but it also, yeah, like it still wasn't Kang. The only Kang we got to
Right.
see
Yeah.
was in
Yes.
the mini statue, and then the big
Yes.
statue, which was they confirmed. They were like, yeah, that was definitely a Planet of the Apes reference. Like I was like, yeah, that's cool. Um,
Yes.
yeah, no, yeah, I really loved it. I really loved it. I really loved Kang. Immortus. I just thought it was
Immortus, yeah.
fantastic. But also, I love that actor. He's such a good actor. So I was
Wow.
like, I was never worried about him playing Kang. I'm worried more about how they're gonna make him look because I apparently am in the minority of online. I fucking hate Kang's look. I hate his
Oh,
look so much in the comic.
absolutely.
His look is so stupid. Not even for a
Absolutely.
second. I think that's the thing about Marvel. A lot of their villains just look stupid as hell. And I'm saying that as a DC fan and loving Polka Dot Man. But I'm sorry, everybody's gonna like Polka Dot Man in August. So yeah.
That's so
Suicide
funny.
Squad.
Yeah. I mean,
Suicide Squad coming
yeah.
soon. Also, James Gunn is
Oh,
probably not gonna direct another Marvel movie after Guardians 3. He might be. Well, I think he said he wanted to take a break from superheroes, but that doesn't mean that he doesn't want to do comic book movies for DC. I think he's gonna jump over to DC. I think he's gonna have a lot more fun making movies with them because
well,
they don't
Suicide
care.
Squad, they aren't heroes, so
Yeah, and that's
yeah.
what I was saying. I think yeah, but like, I love the fact that he wanted to originally do a crypto the super dog movie, and then they were like, how about Superman? And then he said, what about Suicide Squad? I really want to see a James Gunn crypto movie so
Yeah,
badly.
I'd
See
watch
what the
it.
hell he would do with that, because it would be so stupid and insane. I don't know what I would want him to direct, in all honesty. Like, I love James Gunn, and like we said, I love DC. I mean, I would love to see a James Gunn. I would love to see a James Gunn Batman movie, but I know that that won't happen. And I also am so excited for Matt Reeves' movie, like trilogy. I guess is he signed on
It
for a
looks good.
trilogy. So yeah, and now that we know that Penguin is only going to be like in like 5 or 6 scenes, I'm excited for that too. I'm just so excited to see Paul Dano be a Batman villain, because Paul
Yeah.
Dano was like one of my number one choices for Joker for years. Since There Will Be Blood, I've always wanted him to play Joker, and now he's playing Riddler, like a really fucked up Riddler, and so I'm like, cool, okay.
I
Like
think
I'm sad.
Riddler's more his speed. Yeah.
Yeah,
I like
Riddler's
Riddler.
awkward and stuff, so I just think like he would just make a really like he would just make a creepy Joker, like just
Oh, he is
socially
creepy.
creepy. Yeah, but I mean, hey, Riddler, I'm just glad Paul Dano's in it. Yeah. Anyway,
Hey, fun
hey,
fact, one time I went to IKEA like 10 years ago. I'm not kidding, like 10 years ago. Maybe 11. And we were like in the little kids section where they at the time they had like a big roll of paper and like people could draw on it.
yeah,
And I kid you not, took a picture of it too. There was in pencil, Paul Dano was here, and I was like, oh my god, Paul Dano.
I don't know why. I thought you were gonna say, and there was Seth Rogen, like all these actors they're just drawing on there. Now, if we ever become rich and famous, we just have to go to IKEA, sit down, and just draw for an hours, and just see
Sound
how many people look at it. Is that motherfucking Tyler McPhail at the drawing the crayon? Like,
is that
and then,
anyway with Sam and Tyler?
yeah, and then you just deny it and be like, what? We get that a lot. That's weird. That's funny. No, yeah,
Not us. No, it's not us.
No, I'm 6 years old. Excuse me. Where's my mommy? I'm like, why do you have a beard?
What do you- Oh
Why do
my
you have a
god.
beard and why are you balding? Um. Anyway. I don't. Yeah, Loki was good. I would get 6.5 out of 7, or 6.5 or 7 out of 10.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. So I remember when you were going on and on about how
Oh Jesus.
a plot hole. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, we're doing this. How there's a plot hole with like the time bombs and stuff like that from episode 2, right?
Yeah.
And like I get it, I understand. As I rewatched parts of the episodes, after that, you see a bit of madness at the TVA, and then you see the sacred timeline again, like the monitor, and it's clear. So it's just
So
clear again.
So Sylvie did the TVA a favor?
No, I'm just saying the TVA, the TVA took care of it, with their squads.
Hashtag
While we went
squads.
off
No, but they even said
Lamentus.
we have no idea where she sent them because she had the thing.
Yeah,
They don't know where she sent them.
they went and found him.
That's the dumbest. That's the worst ending to that epicness, because when we all saw that, we were all like, "What?" And for
Yeah,
that
we
to
like
be an
episode 2.
no, I
Yeah.
still hate it. No, if that's it, I'll be very upset. I would give this a 6 out of 10. That's such a scapegoat. Now, if we saw it, that would be a different thing. Being like,
Hey, I have a question.
hey, what's up?
If
What?
if Sylvie was pruned at like the age of 8 or something, how did she age? Like everyone else stays the same.
Wait, she wasn't pruned. I'm confused.
Oh, she was pruned from her timeline at the age of 8. Like her timeline was pruned. Sorry.
Yeah, her timeline was pruned, but not her.
Well, the last episode she refers to it as I was pruned before you were even alive. So like that's kind of how I took that.
No, remember, because she was taken into the judgment, and then she kicked Ravonna, and then she escaped, and then that's when she went to her first apocalypse.
Correct.
So she
So
never
did she
was
age?
pruned.
No. But she refers to it as that at in the last episode before they go into the castle. She's like, "Okay, listen, I was pruned before you were alive." That's what she says. So anyway, yes, it's all the same. So like, she was pruned from her timeline. Her timeline was pruned, rather. I think in short, she just said it like that. Anyway, so how did she age though? Did she age like all those times during the different places she
Well,
would escape?
she wasn't in the she wasn't in the TVA, so she wasn't in a place where she wouldn't age. So she was living in
Right.
timelines and still was aging day by day by day by day by day. And so
By day by day.
day by day by day. I hate that musical. Anyway,
Oh, me too. Yeah.
Godspell, right? Day by day. I hate that musical so much. Yeah, that's how she would age, right?
Yeah, so that makes sense that's how she aged.
Because she's still spending days or years possibly in Apocalypse. Like an Apocalypse can also take weeks or months, I guess, technically.
True. But yeah, if she's continuously jumping from like different time, yeah, it makes sense. Never mind. It makes sense.
I solved the puzzle. I did it. You heard it here, folks.
You did it.
I did it. I'm a winner. Okay, yeah. No, I mean, I'm excited. Did you see Black Widow?
Yeah.
Did you love Black Widow? I don't know why. That reminded me of like a 1970s cereal commercial. Is that Cinnamon Toast Crunch? Do you like it? Do you want different cereal? I don't know why. No, you didn't love it. I loved it.
I really liked it, but I didn't love it.
I'd give that oh god, on the Marvel. I wouldn't say it's top 10, but I would say it's top 12. Like when I did my rankings, it was top 12.
It's
I mean,
lower
granted,
mid tier for me.
Yeah, I mean, I think because there's so many strong ones though. Like I think
Yes,
like
yes.
for me, Thor 1, Thor 3, Endgame, Infinity War, Winter Soldier, um, both Guardians of the Galaxies. I still love Ant-Man 1 and 2 so damn much. And then there's Iron Man, and I love Iron Man 3. That's 11 right there. I would put this over Iron Man 3. Like I would say,
Uh,
I think this is my 11th favorite Marvel movie.
mm,
Which is not bad because again, all of them are for me like 7.5 and up, except for a few of them, like Age of Ultron, Iron Man 2, Thor 2 for sure. Oh my god. Like I like Age of Ultron a lot more now. Also, Captain America, First Avenger is still not one of my favorite movies.
oh,
Um,
that's my favorite.
but I know it is, but it's one of my least favorites, and I apologize. I would give that
I
one.
apologize.
I would give that one a 7 out of 10. The more I watch it, though, the more I do like it. But I don't like Joe Johnston's directing style, so he's kind of like Sam Raimi for me. But
For sure.
yeah, I think like my bottom one for sure is Thor 2, and then it's Iron Man 2. I don't even dislike Iron Man 2. Like I think it's fine. Like I still I give that like a
Mm.
6 out of 10. And then it would be Age of Ultron, and then I would put Incredible Hulk, and then then other things until then. And
I
but
was
like
just talking to somebody about Iron Man 1 and 2. I'm sorry, 2 and 3. Let's say if it wasn't Iron Man, I probably would not like them at all. But like
yeah,
because we love the character Iron Man so much, or like, we love Robert Downey Jr.'s performance so much that like that carries the movie for me. So
yeah, yeah. Oh my God, Far From Home is amazing too. Yeah, I think I did
yes,
like Black Widow more than Far From Home though.
really.
I really liked it. Like the more I
Really.
think about Black Widow, the more I actually really like it because it's just a good spy. It's a spy movie, and
Yeah.
and that's why I like it. Like it reminded me a lot of like Winter Soldier, where it was a very genre driven movie first, then a Marvel movie. Like Winter Soldier was
I thought it was gonna be
absolutely.
more like Winter Soldier. Like,
Oh, I actually just thought it was just gonna be an action movie. I did not think it was gonna be as stylized. I honestly, yeah, I think I kind of thought it was gonna be going into it. I thought it was gonna be like Iron Man 2, where it was just like you already know these characters. Here's a bunch of action and no no story. But Black Widow, I liked it a lot. It was it was it was a spy movie, and I am a sucker for spy movies. Like I love James Bond movies, especially the newer ones. I love Jack Reacher. I guess he's not really a spy, but I do like spy movies a lot. Man from Uncle, so in love with. Yeah, it's
smart.
I do love Get Smart.
Me too, yeah.
I do love Get Smart, but yeah. So like I thoroughly enjoyed Black Widow. I thought the pheromone thing was kind of weird, but it's fine. Like you know what?
Just felt like there was a lot going on that they didn't
Well,
really like, lean into.
yeah. Oh, almost. I can't believe I forgot the Kingsman movies. Those are two. I think that's gonna be one of my favorite franchises of all time. That
Oh,
and
that's
John
great.
Wick.
Yeah.
But I can't wait for the King's Man. I can't wait for that movie. But anyway, with I think the pheromone thing was more of honestly a statement than it actually was like
Right.
anything else, and that's why it was really powerful. That scene was so good and scary and powerful.
Yes. Yeah.
So like that's why I think I liked Black Widow. Honestly, I thought it was actually really daring. I really like Scarlett Johansson, but
You.
Florence Poe,
You.
what?
You.
Pugh, really? Florence Pugh? That's awesome. Florence Pugh stole that film.
Oh,
Red
no,
Guardian,
he was amazing.
Red Guardian was cool. I was scared that he was gonna like overtake the movie, but like he's not. I think he was in it the perfect amount.
Me
And
too.
Rachel Weisz has been one of my celebrity crushes since Mummy, so I'm always happy to see her. Um,
Yeah.
I also love the fact that we had a Bond girl in the movie. Okay, Bond woman. I would rather say Bond woman. They're just always called Bond girls. Bond woman. Um, as a redacted character because I don't want to give that spoiler away just in case people haven't seen Black Widow. If you haven't seen Black Widow yet, I really, 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 really loved it. But yeah, I really was happy with the Bond woman in the movie. I'm forgetting her real name. She was
I
Quantum
really
of
like
Solace.
really liked David Harbour and Florence Pugh in this movie. I mean, I thought they really stole the show.
Yeah.
And there is a post-credit scene at the end, and
Yes.
that's my favorite part of the whole thing. I was so hyped. I'm very excited for that. I don't know if we're giving spoilers, so that's why I'm being vague. But
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
if you've
yeah.
seen
I
it,
think we should be. I think we should not spoil Black Widow yet.
got it. I think that we'll say in the beginning I got emotional, so
Mhm.
there's that. And I think really what it is, Tyler, is I was expecting it to get way more emotional throughout the film
Yeah.
than I was. Um, and that's because of scenes from like Age of Ultron. I think it's Age of Ultron where she talks about the Red Room, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or is it yeah, Age of Ultron, I believe.
Yeah.
She's like
Yeah.
telling
She
Bruce
talks.
Banner about it.
Yes.
Yes. And so, that was like, oh my God, And so after seeing that scene, I was like, wow, like what are we going to see in this Black Widow movie? I was expecting to see like a whole like ballet montage, and like I was expecting them to show us and not tell us like they told us. And I'm honestly glad they didn't do that. I'm glad.
Yeah.
I think that they handled it in a good way, because they realized like there are still families that see these movies, and I think they're trying to keep it a little bit like not as heavy, I guess, with
Yeah.
that. I think they showed just enough where we get the idea, but they're not like throwing it in your face,
Yeah. I still think there's gonna be some repercussions that happens afterwards that we're gonna see a lot more of. I think that this movie,
Hey,
especially with one character, what?
face net thing came back. Oh, sorry. Is that a
Oh
spoiler?
no, face that. Yeah, no. I mean, I think we've seen Black Widow use it so many times. We assume that there would be some face.
It's great. I love that. Yeah, I love that. So awesome.
Yeah. I really liked it a lot. I was shocked. The more I think about it, at first, I think I was a little bit shell shocked, and I think I was like, we haven't really seen a Marvel movie, so I think I was kind of like, I was really judgy when we first watched it. But then the more I thought about it, the more I was like, it's so good. I really want to rewatch it, so I probably will soon when it gets free on Disney Plus. So yeah, I don't really have anything else to say. Do you want to talk about anything else?
Honestly,
Alrighty.
all I have.
Yeah. Well, thank you for watching and listening to Anyway with Sam and Tyler. Sam, where can they find more of your stoof?
Well, I've been doing a lot of art recently. I think I'll be doing a convention at the end of August, like vending.
What? Which one?
I didn't know. It's not like confirmed yet, so I don't really want to talk too much about it. But I guess I'm just telling you, Tyler. It's
Okay.
fine. It's fine. I don't know.
After the recording, we'll talk.
Okay, sounds good. So,
Why'd you look so scared?
I don't.
bad.
Sorry.
It's all good. It's scary.
Yeah. So I've been doing a lot of art, preparing for that.
Mm.
Just in case that happens, and yeah, I'm very excited for it. So they can find me at Betty Geek on Instagram, and maybe I'll start doing Twitch again eventually.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I
And you can
keep
find
saying
me
the
on
same.
Etsy, of course.
Absolutely. Yeah, and thank you for watching or listening. And you can check out all of our shows and offerings on thegrandgeeks.com for more. We have articles, we have other podcasts, and so much. I don't know if you knew this, but we also have Indie Comics has its own channel, and so does Motion Stream Making channel. So please subscribe to those channels here on YouTube. And yeah, follow us on all the social media. Have a wonderful week. Wear a mask. Please be safe. And GGG.
GGG.
Yeah. Spoilers over.
Grand Geek Gathering.